Hi guys, this is ProGraphics once again, and today we are going to work on this particular image by doing some retouching and do our virtual studio as we used to do. But guys, for us to continue with this tutorial, if you have not subscribed to my channel, try your best to subscribe to my channel, share and invite others to this platform so that we can all learn together. Okay, so she is called Queen Jerry's or Afri Jerry's, and I'll be leaving her YouTube link in the description below. So let's proceed with today's tutorial. Okay, so as we used to do every day, I have already separated my subject from the background so you can see. So I have done that already by masking. So if you haven't watched my video on how to do this, please, you can go back to my videos and watch how to separate your subject from the background. I've done this video several times, and this is the actual image as you can see, and this is the background that I've given to it. But the background that you are seeing over here, I've added gradients to it. So you can see over here, this is the background. For you to create this, you come to solid. I've done this already, but the only thing I'm going to add to it today is the gradient that I've added to it. So we just click on this one, then you go to blending options, then here are your gradients. I duplicated it over here, so when you click on this one, you choose how you want to do it. So when I click on this one, you see I did it myself. You choose the colors that you want to do. Okay, we might talk about how to do this gradient some other time, but let's go to today's work. So as you all know, I always take off my background so that whatever I'm doing, the background wouldn't affect the subject. So now we are coming to retouch the subject. Then we go in straight to how to add your resources to your image to create the virtual studio. Okay, so if you have followed it for some time, you know you press Ctrl J for you to duplicate your image. Then from there, what we are going to do is you are going to take our spot and healing brush, then we begin to take out our blemishes. We are going to take out our blemishes. Very, very, very important. Then we move straight to our frequency separation. Okay. So I think the blemishes are not all that much. So let's continue. Okay, let's proceed, guys. So we are going straight to our frequency separation. So I'll just click on my frequency separation. Then we begin from there. So if you have followed me, as I always used to repeat, you just take the high out, then you click on the low, then you go to your brush, then you choose your mixer brush, then you begin to paint. I always make sure that your wet will be minimal depending on the image that we are dealing with. I used to use 9% for my wet over here. I'm talking about this place, and make sure that your brush is always clear. So I'll begin to apply my mixer brush. And I've told you already, when you are using this, you are blending the shadows with the highlights. So when you're also doing this, you should also make sure that you paint with your brush according to how the face looks like. Okay, because the face is somehow around, I can't be doing it like this, but you get a sharp work. Okay, so you'll be doing it, and I've said it already. If your image looks plastic over here, that means that it's becoming better. But always, you should make sure that you have a minimal wet of your mixer brush. So let's continue. For you to see what you have done so far, let's click on it so you can see before, after. So we are doing a very great work. So we'll be doing some color grading for this image and some color correction, which will also fall within the skin tone. Guys, and we wouldn't also forget our dodge and bend, Okay, So let's come to the hands. Okay. So this particular one is not for beginners, so please, if you want the beginners tutorial, please you can go and watch my previous videos. So do this. If you are a beginner and you can see the process that you can also follow, but basically it's not for beginners. Okay, there are some wrinkles over here, so I can equally use the mixer brush to correct those wrinkles so that it becomes somehow straight. Okay, so you can see before, after. Okay guys, let's go on. So from here, you know that we take off the eye, or you can bring the high, then you choose the lower, then we go for the laxer tool. So we zoom in over here, then we begin to draw from the face. Guys, don't forget, always we need to have our how do you call it, the feather to be 15 or 20, depending on how you want it. Okay, so I'll be choosing my feather to be 15 over here. Mostly I use 20, but so you come and select the low, then you go to blur, then you get to Gaussian blur. Okay, then 33 is okay, so let me bring it down. Okay, 26.3 is okay, so let's apply it to the face. So you come over here, do the same thing over here, you come here too, do the same thing over here. Okay, come here to come and do the same thing over here, do the same thing here, do the same thing here. But basically I don't want us to lose the lines. Okay, so let's come to the hands, let's do the same thing here. Sorry guys, so you can see that here is blur, so you undo it, then you come and choose the low, then you apply your Gaussian blur. Let's do the same thing over here. I think this my image is looking plastic. Okay, so you can see. Yeah, but should I continue, or should I reduce? Let's reduce some of the plasticity in this image, especially the face over here. Some people do like their images like this, but those that have followed me will know that no, for me, when it comes to that, I don't really like those stuffs. Okay, so let me apply the Gaussian here, then let's come over here, Gaussian, then let me come back again. You come to fade Gaussian, then you reduce the Gaussian that you have chosen. Then let's come over here, let's apply, then come to Gaussian further, then reduce it. Okay, so 50. Okay, so okay, I think I like it this way. I like it this way. Great. So guys, before, after, let me zoom in so you can see what we are doing. So before, after, so you can see we have an even skin. Now I have some presets, as you know, so I'll come over here, then go to filter, then let's go to camera raw, then we come to our presets here. I like using this one, the cinema. Okay, cinema now. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, natural base. Okay, so guys, if it doesn't fit to what you want, let's just go to our calibration. Let's begin to mix it. Okay, so let's push this one here. you begin to tune it to how you want it to be. So okay, so let's look at the before and the after of this particular image. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. So before, after. Okay, let's see, the noise too much. Let's bring the reds down in this way. Okay, let's zoom in and see. Okay. Okay, I think this one looks better. So let's click OK. Okay. Then from here, we have done a little bit of color grading, but still, if you're also still not okay, let me bring the background so that let's see if it matches with the background. Okay. So if you feel still it's not okay, then let's go straight to skin tone. So you come and choose your solid color over here, then you just invert it. After inverting it, you double click, then come and choose a portion over here. For instance, this color, choose it. So a lot of people also like somewhere here to look somehow like this. Okay, so guys, be following, and after you have chosen this, you can change it. So you change it to soft light, then you come and choose your max, and you change your brush, and over here you need to reduce your flow at least 40. Yeah, 40 will be okay. Then we begin to paint. Since the mask is black, your brush needs to be white, so you press X on the keyboard, then it will change it. Guys, don't worry about the yellow that you are seeing. We are going to work on that. Okay, so you paint. You come to the hair, you paint, keep on painting, paint. Remember, we are dealing with the skin color. Okay, so let's paint. Don't worry about the eyes. We are going to whiten the eyes, so don't worry much about the eyes. Okay. So let's come to the chin. The cheek, sorry. Okay. So you're painting like this. Now, guys, when you are doing this, you need to be extra careful about some of these things. Yeah, because there are some places that the reason why I don't mind, because here there's some kind of yellow over here, but when you change the skin tone, you should make sure that it will be in line. Okay, so let me zoom in here, then paint this side. Okay, let's zoom out again. Okay, now let's reduce it like this, and let's look at the before and the after. Before, after, before, after. So you can see that you have given her some skin tone. So let's add this one to it. I think we are getting somewhere. Let's reduce it a little bit. So let's look at the before, before, after, before, after. Okay, so let's take the background out again. Then let's come to, so let's name this one skin tone. Okay, then let's come to our adjustment layers. Then come to selective colors. Then let's come to our blacks. Then we bring down our blacks a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I think 2 will be okay. Okay, so from here, okay, so I think we have the blacks that we added, so that it will add a little bit of contrast to what we have done. Okay, so let's try to do some few dodge and bend to add some kind of variation to this. So still our background is out, then our dodge and bend, we have various ways of doing your dodge and bend. You can use the curves adjustment layers. So let me do it practically, because I said this particular video is not for beginners, but if you're a beginner and you can still follow, please follow the procedure. Okay, so let's go to the adjustment layers and let's choose the selective colors. So if you want to dodge, that means that the highlight need to go up like this. So dodge means the highlight and the bend means the dark side. So let's name this one dodge, then let's do the bends. So you come back again, you choose the curves adjustment layer, then you name it your bends. Okay, so you can group this one and name it dodge and bend. Sorry, dodge. My spelling is right, guys. Dodge and bend. I don't want the video to be all that long. So what you are going to do is you are going to invert it. Control I to invert the marks. You press on this one to invert on the mask. So let's click the bend and let's see the bend. You couldn't bring it down, so you click on the middle, then you bring it down. That is the bend. Okay, so let's invert it again and let's see. Okay, so that is the bend for you. So so let's push it up a little bit. Okay, so if you want to do your dodge and bend, as we know, I always come to the adjustment layer back, then I choose the black and white, then I push the reds down to give me the highlight and the shadows. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this black and white to be a guide to tell me where I should dodge and where I should bend. So dodge means you paint where the highlights are, for instance this place, and bends means you paint the darker places. So I come and choose my dodge because I want to start with the dodge, and my flow should be somewhere 40, and my opacity, let me use 9 over here. So what I will do is I'll come and choose this one and choose my brush. Yes, I'll choose my brush 9, then I increase my brush a little bit, then I zoom in, then I begin to paint. So when you are doing this, when it's black, you should make sure that always your brush should be white. So let's see something before, after. So you can see there's something happening over here. Okay, so you can choose to dodge when you are done, then you come and bend, or you can choose when you bend small, you dodge small, you bend small. All depends on how you want to do it. But with this particular tutorial, let me finish with the dodging, then we go to the bending. Okay, so you come to the bending, you bend this side. Now you shouldn't worry much about it, because when you finish and you think it's too much, you can adjust it by bringing down the opacity. Okay, so this is the bends. So let's take off the black and white and let's see what we have done so far. So before, after, before, after. Okay, so let's bring the black and white back. Then let's come over here. Let's dodge here. Dodge here a little bit. Dodge this side. Dodge here. Dodge here. Oh, sorry. I was bending. So you dodge here, you dodge here, you dodge here, then you dodge here, then you come and bend. bending. Let's bend here a little bit. Okay, then let's bend the hair small. Let's bend the hair small. Okay, so let's take it out and see before, after, before, after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the black and white to it to give it something like a melanin skin. If you have followed me for some time now, you know how I do my melanin skin. So I'll just reduce it. I'll change the blend mode to multiply, then reduce it this way. Okay, so I can bring it down to somewhere 15. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I also invert this one, then I'm going to paint on the face. I'm going to paint on the face. By this time around, I'll increase the opacity to 100%. Then what I'll do is I'll be painting the dark side. Okay, but when I get to like where I dodged, the impression will be less. Yes, the impression will be less. So you can see the impression will be less. So we're on it. Okay guys, I think we have done much. So let me bring this ones so you can see we have gone far from here to here to here to this side. So we have gone far. Let's add the background to it and let's see how far we have got into. Good, we have done a great job. We have done a very great job. This video will be a little bit longer, so guys, you must take your time to follow. That's why I'm a little bit faster to catch up with time. But guys, still follow me and let's get to the end of this particular video. Okay, so I think it's nice. So let's take off the background again. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do eye and teeth whitening. Then I'll add some small touches to the face, then we edit over it, then we jump over to the virtual studio. Okay, so I have it over here. I've also taught on how manually you can do the teeth and the eye whitening. So if you haven't watched on that particular video, you can go and watch. Okay, so okay, continue. So we are starting with the eye. Let me reduce my brush. Okay, so eye brightness. So come here, then I begin to paint here, paint here. Okay, paint here. Then let me go to the eye sparkle. Let me increase the brush a little bit. Then I begin to paint here. Okay, and choose the eye color. I'm going to paint here. Okay, I think with this image I have to give a little mascara. Someone told me that anytime that you are doing video you like mascara. Yes, I really like mascara. What it does, it makes the image also pop out, especially when it comes to the eye. It pops out. Okay, so okay, a little bit. So guys, you shouldn't be afraid when you are doing retouching. You are the one who sits beside the PC, and I'm repeating myself again, you wouldn't be arrested by any policeman. It's your profession, so you need to have time to do, and at the end of the day you should give the client a very good job, because the client paid for it. Clients paid for it. And don't give a client a specific period of time that you know that you can't finish the job. No, don't be doing that. Okay, when you lose their trust, they are the same people that will be recommending you to give you customers. So make sure that you don't do that. Very important. Okay, so we are on the teeth whitening. Let me increase the flow a little bit. Okay, so guys, we have done much. So let me bring in the background again. Okay, so what we are going to, let me zoom in once again. Then let's add our mascara. I want us to do everything fast. My mascara will be some here. Mascara, come. Okay, so this is my mascara. So with the mascara, let me decrease the flow a little bit. Okay, 40 something will be okay. Then let me reduce my brush. Let's start from here. Come here. Then let's come here. Come here. Okay. Okay, you can also paint this ones too a little bit. I'm not using a Wacom or a graphics tablet, so the impression sometimes becomes very difficult. Okay, so after that you need to zoom out and check if it's too much. If it's too much, you have to reduce it. Yes, everything that you do needs to look natural. I hope I was applying on the right. Okay. No. Okay. So let me reduce it a little bit. So let's look at before, after, so you can see. Let's apply light on it. So, okay. So here. Okay. Let's work. So guys, be following. Sometimes I have to keep quiet so that we can concentrate and work it more. It looks something else, so I have to work on it. Let me increase the opacity one so that we can really work on this one. Okay, so let's reduce the opacity again. Okay, so I think it's okay now. Then let's bring back the background and let's see how far we have got into. Remember, I'm working separate from the background, so guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll bring let me group this ones so that it looks easier for us. So group, then let me image this one. Then what I want us to do is I want to work a little bit at the eye, the makeup over here and the lips. So I'll come here, then come and choose the hue and saturation, then increase it a little bit. Then what I'll do is I'll press Ctrl I to invert it, then choose my brush, increase the size of my brush, then I'll begin to paint. So let me paint here, so you can see that the makeup over there is popping up. It's popping up. what is it called, the eyeshadow, whatever. Please forgive me if that's not the name. I'm not a makeup artist. So you can see. So let's look at before, after. Let me zoom in. So before, after, before, after. It shouldn't be too loud. Everyone will see that, oh, this is makeup. No, even this one have to reduce it a little bit so that it looks normal. Now I have to add something to it, and that will be maybe the last thing that we do about the retouching. That is glow skin. So with this glow skin, what I'm going to do, it's like the dodge and bend, but this time around I'm going to bring the black and white again. Now push the red as I used to do. Then I'm going to paint the side, that is the highlight. I'm just going to paint the highlight. Someone asked me why. Because I want the image to pop out. Remember the first dot and bend that we did, because of the black and white that we multiplied, remember it will bring down the highlights that we did, the dodge that we did, because it's black. So when you're down like this, you have to do some magics to it so that to make it work. Okay. So here, you can add them to it. Don't worry. Okay. So let's take off the black and white, and let's see what we have done before, after. So let me bring back the black and white. Come over here. A little bit. The lips, the jaw. So let's see. If you think it's too much, you just come and reduce it. But let's look before, after, before, after. You can see it adds some kind of. It makes the image look nice. So let's bring out the background again. So guys, let me group this, all of these ones. Okay, so group. Now let me bring this one. So this is the before of this image. I think we are done with the retouching of this image, so we can proceed to the virtual studio. So this is the before of this image, then the after retouching. This is how it's looking like. This is how it's looking after retouching. Oh guys. Okay, so before, after, before, after, before, after. Okay, so let's take off this one, then let's jump in straight to the background now, and we are entering into the virtual studio. So now we are going to put in some resources to make it look like she took it in a studio. So number one, we are going to do a lot of compositions. So if you have seen the lines that I've placed in, I was just trying to do the rule of thirds. Okay, the rule of thirds. So we are going to have a lot of compositions over here, whereby we are going to position here. So composition, bringing in resources to make it work. In fact, I really love the image. We have done a lot of retouching. Okay, so what we are going to do is, first I'm going to bring her here. Oh, there's something I have to do. I need to take something out. Okay, so let me take the background out, then Control Alt E Shift, Control Alt Shift E, yes, to duplicate this image. Then let me take this one out. That's why when I was pushing, you were seeing it. Okay, so guys, let's follow. Okay, so let me bring this one here. Okay, so come a little bit. You shouldn't be afraid. You are the one working on the image, so you shouldn't be afraid. No one will arrest you. Okay, so okay, yes. Now, so let me bring something like a wardrobe or whatever to put over there. It should represent a studio. So I think I have some few elements over here to put over there. Sometimes too, when you want to put in some resources or some elements inside your work, you should make sure that the thing looks like it fits into the dimension. Apart from that, the perspective of the image also might, the resource might also fit into the perspective of the image. And I'll explain what I'm saying. For instance, look at this that I've brought in over here. This one is facing this direction, though she's facing this direction, but it can't work that way. Okay, so what we have to do, you have to position it very well. So still the transformation is on. I'll just press left click, then I come to flip horizontal. So now you can see it has changed something over here. So I click OK, and let me bring it down over here. I want it to be like as if her hand is on it. Okay, let me zoom. So let me bring it down a little bit. Okay. I think it's okay now. Come a little bit. Okay, so guys, you can see it is working for us. Now when you look at the color of the of this resources that we have brought in, it fits to what we have over here. And apart from that too, I want us to add some kind of craft, some kind of texture, a different texture to the background over here. So let me bring this one. I think I'll bring this one over here. Come and put it over here. Increase it a little bit. Don't worry, we are the one working, so guys, don't worry. Okay, it's in a smart object. We can even use this one as the background because it also looks nice. Okay, let me bring it back. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the blend mode. Let's do it soft light. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down. Bring down the opacity. Bring down the opacity like this. Okay, so bring it down. I think it's okay now. Okay, so let me try if I can put something over here, if it's going to work for us. Putting something over here, and if it's going to work for us. So I think I have some flower, anything. Okay, so let's choose this one. Let's choose this one, and let's see the one that can fit into it. Okay, so let's bring all of them here. Okay, let me zoom in, guys. And if you are putting some resources or element into your work and it doesn't fit, please, it's not by force. You can just take it out. Okay, you can just take it out. Okay, so I can see this one, it wouldn't work, so I wouldn't worry myself that much. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, so let me take this one out. This one wouldn't help. So let me zoom in and see if something better can come out of this one. Okay, let's. Okay, so guys, I think even with this one, it's enough. It's enough for what we have done today. Okay, let me look inside my element if I can add something else to it. Okay, at the moment, I think and that will be all. Okay, so guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please try your best to subscribe to my channel as we all learn together. So let me group all these images together with the background group. Then let's look at the before and the after of this particular image that we have retouched. So before, after, and I'm doing it again. Before of this image and the after of this image. Okay, so guys, if you have found this particular video to be useful and to be helpful, please subscribe to my channel, recommend me to your friends so that they subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much and have a very nice day, and don't forget, it's still Pro Graphics. Bye bye.